a fight meet that was originally supposed to be a couple weeks ago that they thought was deserving of a meat event slot. I'm pretty stoked for this one. Kai Kara France, aka Don't Blink, taking on Amir Albazi, who, since he's joined the promotion, has really just been on an absolute tear. I mean, the guy is 16-1 overall, 4-0 in the UFC, and this is going to be his first 5-round fight. But across his most recent 3-round competitions, like, he's been out there just smoking guys, right? Most recently, just this past December, he absolutely slept Alessandro Costa, and before that, he took out Figgy's little brother, took out Zhalgas Zamogulov, and Malcolm Gordon was easy light work for the homie Albazi. So I'm interested to see if he's able to, one, push that same pace that he does in 3-round contests across a 5-round affair, because this guy's wrestling is insane. His top pressure is immense, and I want to know if he's able to do it against Kai Kara France, who is a very talented 125er. This is a guy who the last time we saw him, he was fighting for a belt, and it was a fight of the night against Brandon Moreno, and ultimately it was a fight that he got finished in the 3rd round in, but Kai Kara France had some good moments in that contest and clearly was showcasing why he was put in that opportunity, because the 3-fight win streak he went on prior to that title fight was pretty impressive. Wins over Askar Askarov, and that was a very close competitive contest. He slept Cody Garbrandt, easy work, performance of the night, and then did the same thing to Rogerio Bontorin. And his only other losses are to Moreno the first time and Brandon Royval, who I know you think is a future champ for sure. So do you think that this is going to be too much of a competition jump for Amir Albazi? And are you at all concerned about this 5-round atmosphere for a guy who pushes at pace like he does? Or is this just his opportunity and he's going to capitalize on France?
You know, this is such a great matchup, great fight, high level fight. This is, I feel like it's a low key banger of a fight night card, on ESPN. But I gotta go with the Prince. He's been looking pretty unbeatable and pretty insane. And Don't Blink did look good versus Askarov. He stuffed the takedowns, but can he stuff this monster? I don't know. This guy might be on a whole other level. I'm excited to see if he can keep it on the feet. Kai Kara might be able to get it done. It's going to be very interesting. I'm going to roll with the Prince submission or decision. I'm not the most confident, but hey, it looks like it's 50-50 anyway, so that makes sense. I like it. 29, hungry. Kai Kara 30, so nothing too crazy there. Height, reach, pretty similar. I just think the Iraq fighter is going to decimate this guy with his grappling. I think he might be the truth when it comes to that realm.
Yeah, he really is. He pushes just a crazy pace, and when guys get stuck under him, it's sort of like Merab Dvalishvili style, where it's relentless pursuit, and then finally, once he gets you down, it's like basically impossible to get back up. And Kai Kara France, we haven't seen go up against a fighter like that, at least not recently, and so I'm interested to see what it looks like. And if Albazi, I mean, he's a 25er, right? So rarely do you see 25ers have like gas tank issues. So you got to imagine, even though we haven't seen it, I'm going to make the inference that he can go push that insane pace in those later championship rounds. But I think that's going to be the question for sure. But nonetheless, you already mentioned a true pick'em from Vegas, right? Even -110 for both guys. Pretty split on Tapology as well. 54% is going with Kai Kara France. They think Don't Blink is going to most likely get a decision, but there's a lot of KO Brown backers as well. And 46% are rolling with Albazi. Pretty split with the decision and the submission. Any chance Albazi can win a decision in this one? And do you think that all the Brown Kai Kara France KO love is justified?
I don't know. I don't know if it's justified. I will be very impressed if Kai Kara can get this knockout finish. That's going to be a big statement, and he's going to be back in that title shot very soon. I think, if anything, I think the Prince is going to knock him out on the ground or submit him. I don't know. It's going to be interesting, but I think if Kai Kara wins, it will be by decision.
I feel you on that. I tend to agree. I'm going to roll with you, though. I'm taking Albazi to get the finish in this one. And, he's got 16 wins and 5 are by knockout. So if he's able to get a nice TKO on the ground, then that wouldn't be the craziest thing. And you're probably going to get some juicy beef for that as well. And then 9, obviously, submissions on his record, which is definitely his bread and butter. Like, he pins guys, he chokes them out, and they go to sleep or they tap their way away from it. But I'm with you, me. I'm going to go Albazi. I like him to capitalize in this one. I like him to get a finish. 46% are rolling with Albazi. 46% are rolling with Albazi. And 46% are rolling with Kai Kara France. So I'm going to go Albazi. I like him to get a finish. 46% are rolling with Albazi. I like him to get a finish. 46% are rolling with Albazi. I like him to get a finish. 46% are rolling with Albazi. I like him to get a finish. 46% are rolling with Albazi. I like him to get a finish. 46% are rolling with Albazi. I like him to get a finish. 46% are rolling with Albazi. I like him to get a finish. 46% are rolling with Albazi. I like him to get a finish. 46% are rolling with Albazi. I like him to get a finish. 46% are rolling with Albazi. I like him to get a finish. 46% are rolling with Albazi. I like him to get a finish. 46% are rolling with Albazi. I like him to get a finish. 46% are rolling with Albazi. I like him to get a finish. 46% are rolling with I think it's going to be a close competitive fight, though, and I think that the fact that it's a pick 'em makes a lot of sense, and it's very easy to make an argument for Kai Kara France in this one as well, because this guy's very well rounded. He can pretty much do it all, but let's just see if Albazi has a little bit too much for him. I tend to think he will. So I'm with you, taking the Prince. Any last thoughts on this meat event?
No, I think this is a great meat event. Um, I think the Prince has got this. Not the most confident, but it's gonna be a scrap. So throw in the comments who you taking. You taking the Prince or don't blink.